So then the Taliban came. They were heroes, Rahim Khan said. Peace at last. Yes, hope is a strange thing. Peace at last, but at what price? A violent coughing fit gripped Rahim Khan and rocked his gaunt body back and forth. When he spat in his handkerchief, it immediately stained red. I thought that was a good time as good a time as any to address the elephant sitting with us in the tiny room. How are you? I asked. I mean, really, how are you? Dying, actually, he said in a gargling voice. Another round of coughing. More blood on the handkerchief. He wiped his mouth, blood his sweaty brow from one waist temple to the other with sleeve, and gave me a quick glance. When he nodded, I knew he had read the next question on my face. Not long, he breathed. How long? He shrugged. Cowed again. I don't think I will see the end of this summer, he said. Let me take you home with me. I can find you a good doctor. They are coming up with new treatments all the time. There are new drugs and experimental treatments. We could enroll you in one. I was rambling and I knew it, but it was better than crying. Which I was probably going to do anyway. He let out a shaft of laughter, revealed missing lower incisors. It was the most tired laughter I had ever heard. I see America has infused you with the optimism that has made her so great. That's very good. We are a melancholic people. We Afghans, aren't we? Often we wallow too much in ghamkhori and self-pity. We give in to loss, to suffering, accept it as a fact of life, even see it as necessary. Sendai Mixer, we say life goes on, but I'm not surrendering to fate here. I'm being pragmatic. I have seen several good doctors here and they have given the same answer. I trust them and believe them. There is such a thing as God's will. There is only what you do and what you don't do, I said. Rahim Khan laughed. You sound like your father just now. I miss him so much. But it is God's will, Amirjan. It really is. It really is. He paused. Besides, there is another reason I asked you to come here. I want to see you before I go. Yes, but something else too. Anything. You know all those years I lived in your father's house after you left. Yes. I wasn't alone for all of them. Hassan lived there with me. Hassan, I said. When he was the last time I had spoken his name. Those thorny old verbs of guilt bore into me once more. As if speaking, his name had broken. A spell set them free to torment me anew. Suddenly, the air in Rahim Khan's little flat was too thick, too hot, too rich, with the smell of the street. I thought about writing you and telling you before, but I wasn't sure you wanted to know. Was I wrong? Was I wrong? The truth was no. The lie was yes. I settled for something in between. I don't know. He caught another patch of blood in the handkerchief. When he bent his head to split, I saw honeycrash sores on his scalp. I brought you here because I'm going to ask something of you. I'm going to ask you to do something for me, but before I do, I want to tell you about Hassan. Do you understand? Yes, I murmured. I want to tell you about him. I want to tell you everything. You will listen, I nod. Then Brahim sipped some more tea, raised his head against the wall, and spoke.